Alright, it's only me. Come on here, shut up, man. Morning, Git. Come on a day. This is the last day of Motörhead week, which has ran consecutively now for about 260 days since the 2nd of October. We've had one every day, or at least one every day, and sometimes there was 2 one day, there was 4. But the day I'm wrapping up, we Killed by Death, which is apt because I started with Ace of Spades, which was the first ever Motörhead song I ever heard on the young ones. And then Killed by Death, which was the first ever Motörhead song I can ever remember coming out and being released. So back to back, these songs are quite apt that one starts and one finishes. Of course, this is the 40th anniversary. It must be around about exactly 40 years since Killed by Death came out. But that's me. I've covered every single original song composed by Motörhead and a few of the kind of key covers in there. There's been some that I haven't bothered with, but they would go on and do a lot of covers for the albums, kind of tribute albums, because I know there's a version out there of Breaking the Law and One of the Trooper and Sympathy for the Devilish. I just can't be bothered playing any of them. I did do Whiplash and stuff, so I'm going to crack on with this. I'll do some talking at the end, because it's been pretty epic for me. I know there's been kind of a lot of folk just couldn't be bored with it, but I did all this for myself. It was a wee 50th birthday present for myself, which I've come in a week and a day before, so I can do something else. But Killed by Death, played this one many a time live. Goes for the A to the F to the D to the E with the and then for the guitar solo, you're basically going into the F sharp to the D flat there with the gives you that going up a tone for the end, which is an old production technique that many records use just to lift the thing. Again, I'm thinking the examples you might remember, Kiss Crazy Crazy Nights, or what's that Bon Jovi song? Living on a Prayer, that kind of thing, kind of where the thing just goes up at the end just to get a wee bit of a lift. So anyway, this has been a lot of fun, but 200 whatever it is, I'll need to sit and count them out later, but between 265, 270 Motörhead songs, and this is the last one. So please enjoy Killed by Death. that's us pissed out the campfire on Motörhead week. That's how you play the song Killed by Death. It's the biggest musical project I've ever done in my life. It's been a lot of fun. It was totally unintentional. I just strung up Eagle 1 back in the start of October there, and I hadn't played that guitar for, so it used to be my number one guitar, this guitar. I don't know, 10, 12 years ago, in fact more than that, maybe about 15 years ago. Played it for many years, and then when I got the Geddy Lees, I stopped playing it. So when I strung it back up, I come on and played Ace of Spades, and then the next day I played another Motörhead song, and then the next day I played another Motörhead song. And then I kind of worked out that if I did one every day, it would take me roughly up to around about my 50th birthday. So I just kept going, wondering if I was going to be able to keep going, seeing if I could get one every day, because it wasn't hard to do, because like anybody that's a musician, when you get albums by your favourite bands, the first thing you do is go home and you learn how to play them all. Or at least that's what we used to do. I don't know if other people do that. So I mean, I already knew how to play all the songs. It was just a case of organising them all and trying to do all 22 albums at once, which was a big ask. It did overwhelm us at times, and I had to keep going through a really bad virus round about Boxing Day. I caught when I was out playing with Big Licks at Fanny's on Boxing Day, that I was in my bed for like 2 days, but I still managed to get up. In fact, I didn't miss a day at work. I went to work, and I can't remember what the songs were. I'm thinking maybe Love Me Like a Reptile and Do You Believe for the Aftershock album, which were pretty tough to get up and do because I could hardly even stay awake. And then in January, I don't know whether I broke or cracked my ribs here when I was out putting a pallet on top of the hut roof to hold it down, so it was going to blow off. And for about 3 weeks I was in total agony with these ribs until they started healing up a bit. But I managed to keep going, Ken. That's enough of the moaning. Just like give a shout out to a couple of folk that I know have been watching a lot of these videos. Steve Davis, Jim Mitchell, my pal Gordon. Ken, these were the folk that kept us going when there wasn't the MDLs watching. These were the folk that were watching. I know there's been other folk dipped in and out and watched a few of them, but these guys watched Maced at the thing, Ken. I mean, if you learned something, it was great. I learned a lot. Learned a totally different way of playing that I've incorporated quite a lot into my techniques. And just because that's a last song, probably know by the last Motörhead week. There'll only be any more live Motörhead week because I've done them all. Well, who knows, I might come on and play another couple of live albums. But I'll probably go back and redo a couple of the earlier ones just because I think I could do them better. But anyway, anybody that's been following Motörhead week, I don't want to talk to you already. Anybody that's been following Motörhead week and enjoyed them, thank you very much for the support. Anybody that didn't like them, because Motörhead's not for everybody, and I get that. And it's an exercise in musical violence. It's abrasive. It's energetic. It's pissed off. It's rock and roll, and that's why I love it, because it's a thing all its own, and I like playing the fast songs, and there were some fast songs in there. So we'll keep going. We'll do something else. We'll move on somewhere else now. I think we'll move all over the place. We'll not stick with one band. We'll see where we go. But thank you very much, and have a nice day. And don't forget, keep listening to Motörhead.